Hey, what's going on, gamers? I've got a new video for you to talk about the types of players in Roblox Islands. Let's go through all of these and maybe you can figure out what kind of player you are in Islands. Before I begin, a few things. First, if you love Islands videos, please hit that like button. And if you're new, if you don't mind taking a second to gently tap that subscribe button so you don't break your phone or keyboard, that'd be amazing. And also share this video with your friends to see what kind of Islands players they are so you can both compare. All right, so let's get to it. The first type of Islands player is a builder. Someone who cares more about the look of their island and enjoys gathering all of the necessary blocks to make their island that they want. They take care of making sure their paths look really good. Lighting's perfect at night, can't have any blemishes there. These are the people who make others cry and want to give up on their island whenever people visit their creations. They might even bug me about the build contest updates, which by the way will be done by the first week of October. They wish for more blocks and the ability to color their portal, or maybe even change its appearance altogether. They wish for the ability to add teleporters and even move their main portal. They create secrets and obbies for others to discover and experience. They wish that the max block limit was increased beyond the 50,000, not caring about how much it would impact everyone else's farms because they just want another 25,000 blocks to finish their castles. They might even hope to one day get their build in a screenshot of the game's page. Yep, this is the life of a builder on Islands. Are you a builder? The second type of Islands player is the grinder. This individual strives to find every little secret in the game and to find the rarest of rarest items. Even those that actually don't even exist in the game, they still try to find them. They've caught thousands of fireflies and hope to find that purple firefly. They've killed more slimes, buffalo core, wizard lizards, and scorps than they can remember, typically in the thousands. They know every trick in the book to killing mobs the fastest and how to get the most beehives and honey. They might even have a few hundred fish in their inventory from trying to get propellers and pearls. They earn their own blueprints. They have massive auto farms and might even be working on a randomizer right this minute for their steel mills so they don't have to use so many smelters. They have found ways to AFK pretty much anything. Typically, they have an auto clicker or some macros, and some of them on iOS might even consider jailbreaking their phones just to get an auto clicker installed onto it. Yes, this is the life of a grinder, the person who spends day and night earning everything in the game, and honestly, one of each is never enough for them. Are you a grinder? Are you a grinder? The third type of Islands player is the trader. This person might be a bit of a builder and a bit of a grinder, but they work tirelessly day and night to make the most coins in the game since having a few 100 million isn't enough. And a billion coins just seems like pocket change. No, they need to get to max coins. Traders work hard to buy low, sell high. They track supply and demand, they keep their price guides open, or even have them memorized by now. And they know how to deal with those nitpicky buyers who want to try to pressure them into lowering their prices. They are used to being yelled at to refill machines with money or to clear machines so those eager sellers can sell their items. They've been working hard to find the purple firefly to, maybe put it in their shop and buy them from players for cheap so they can make even more billions that they might actually have to store on an alt because they're constantly worried about hitting those limits. They might even live on the Discord servers and have a pro pass for publishing their islands to sell to the masses. Yes, that's the life of the trader. Some of the richest of all. Are you a trader? The fourth type of player is the leecher, who is the opposite of grinder. So leechers might do a bit of building and earn a few basic things, but tend to want everything to be handed to them. While a leecher will rarely identify themselves as one, they tend to beg others for items often and don't really play the game that much outside of trying to get everything in the game, right? So they just wanted one of everything and they're pretty much done. They are very proud of everything that they own and flex it to others any chance that they can get. They might play every once in a while their friends are on in hopes that they're going to get some items given to them. They might spend a few minutes trying to grind, but after they kill a few pinks and some buffalo core and wizard lizards and they don't get the rare drop that they're hoping for, they pretty much give up. The life of the leecher is a very difficult one. Do you have a friend who leeches off of you? The fifth type of player is the victim. Everything seems to go wrong for them. Everything goes wrong for them. They may have experienced data loss. Then they spent a few days working on getting a smelter only to get scammed for it after trusting a friend with build permissions. Then they come back to Islands to check out the factory update and they lose some food processors and have to grind to get them back. Even worse, they spent days and days on making a new auto farm only to find that everything is despawning because they made it too big or have too many farms. And they might have even overpaid on some items because they didn't know the value of them, or maybe they sold an item for too cheap because it was too easy to get and they didn't realize it was worth, 100 times more than they got. The victim wants to quit the game but doesn't, since they wouldn't be a victim otherwise, right? While the victim sounds like someone who is vulnerable, they're some of the toughest players in the game. Are you a victim? If you are, I have to say, I love that you don't quit. Keep powering on. Keep at it. The sixth type of player is, well, the player. Players don't really have an identity because they don't really build or play the game like others. They enjoy playing the game with their friends who have cool islands, and they might spend a little bit of time trying out their hobbies, and frankly just want to enjoy the time they have with their friends on Roblox, whether it's in Islands or another game. You're the best kind of friend, and it's okay that you play Islands that way. It's totally okay. Thanks for being a good friend. The seventh type of player is the confused one. While you can consider them noobs, they might not be, because a noob is someone that just is frankly new to aspects of the game, right? But the confused player is the type of player that just struggles to understand the game. Does that make them dumb? No, not necessarily. Sometimes confused players can just be those who overanalyze and might actually have a very high IQ or high intelligence. And because of that, they look too much into details like, why do we need bees? Wait, why do I need honey? It just makes food and some blocks that have no functionality, right? They might ask things like, why am I buying a sapling from a seed vendor when a sapling is germinated? Yeah, that's a confused player. Confused players are going to have a hard time playing most Roblox games and maybe even don't like simulators, period. But that doesn't make them dumb, right? It just makes them interesting. Are you a confused player? Are you a confused player? The eighth type of player is the helper. These are the individuals who work tirelessly not for themselves but to help other players. They are natural born givers who will go out of their way to help new players and those who are in need or victimized by scammers or data loss, aka the victims. The words thank you are always welcomed but not required for them to keep on giving. They care little about their own wealth in the game, and the way they play the game greatly mirrors how they are in real life. The feeling of seeing another player happy because they helped them is more than enough as payment, and they enjoy making new friends. The giver is the type of player we need more of in Islands, and I want to personally thank you for being you. It's one of the hardest ways to play the game. The ninth type of player is the noob. You should already know what a noob is by now, but if you don't, well, simply put, a noob is someone new to a game or new to anything. You might call a baby a noob to life, right? But there's nothing bad about it. Everyone was a noob at one point, whether it be in Roblox or Islands. Noobs often struggle playing the game at first and need a lot of help and guidance. They might tell you your prices are too high or yell at you when you try to take away their iron ore deposit or one of the slimes they were killing, which rightly so, they were there first after all, and they probably need it more than you do. A noob might still be harvesting wheat for their sole source of income, and they might be using campfires and furnaces still and are in dire need of a smelter. While it may feel bad being a noob, you need to remember there's nothing wrong with that. Even I was a noob when I first started playing this game, and sometimes I play the role of a noob in my Noob to Pro videos. Are you a noob? Well, good then. So soon you're going to be one of these other types of players. Keep at it, keep playing, keep grinding, and soon you'll be a pro. And if you are a noob, go watch some of my other videos so you can get rich fast. And on to the last type of player. The rule breaker is exactly that. They're someone who doesn't want to play the game fair. They do whatever they can to find ways to duplicate items, to teleport, to fly, to break the game, to summon mobs to their island for easy killing, to scam, or they search the web to find ways to buy coins or items with real currency or ways to sell them, aka cross trade. These individuals have to live on fake accounts because they know one day they'll be found out and they'll be banned by Roblox. They might even be your closest friends, but you'll never know it since they do these things behind your back and quiet on alts, right? And they know once they're found out, they're going to lose their friends. Are you a rule breaker? Well, the good news is, if you are, you have a chance to change, and you can change your behavior now by moving on from breaking the rules and trying one of these other play styles. I think you're going to enjoy the game more if you do. So that is the list of ways to play Roblox Islands. Let me know in the comments what kind of player you are, and if you can figure out the types of players your friends are. If you haven't already taken the personality test, you should definitely check those out. I have a bully test, so are you a Roblox bully? If you haven't checked that video out, I am linking it in the description below so you can take the test to see if you're a Roblox Islands bully. And then I also have another video to test whether or not you are a Roblox Islands noob, since some of you might actually not think you're a noob, but you might be. You might be. Go take that test to see if you are. Maybe you're not a pro after all. We'll see. Go take that test. Those videos are linked in the description, so go check them out. Go check them out and share your results. Please don't forget to like the video if you love Islands and subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.